Good evening, folks. Shane with Hunger for Horror again. I have a few reviews to do for you real quick. My son is visiting family, so he is not here, but he will definitely be in some upcoming videos. And also wanted to let you know that his YouTube channel that he wanted to create is now up and running, called Wyatt and the Games. We did it the best way that we have the capacity to do, so he enjoys doing it, and if you want to give him a like and a subscribe, he would really appreciate that. Again, it's called Wyatt and the Games. I'll put a link below in the description for this video. Excuse me. So anyway, go through some quick reviews real quick. Now, what I will do is go ahead and tell you about the movie I saw at the theater, which is Brightburn. Is a story about a little boy who's trying to figure out who he is, and he realizes that he's different from the other kids, and he's super strong and he's super smart, and he starts to realize what he can actually do, and he's dangerous. It's kind of like many people have described it as an evil Superman type movie. It was pretty good. I thought that it could have used some more twists and turns. It was largely predictable, but it was well acted. It definitely kept you wanting to watch to see what was going to happen next, so it wasn't boring. To me, that's about the worst thing a movie can do, is bore you. If there's nothing interesting to look at, or if there's not even like some sort of a mood set that would keep you interested, because sometimes just having the right mood and the right atmosphere, even if there isn't a lot going on, can still be entertaining in and of itself, to me personally. But I think I give that one about a 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't fantastic, but I thought it was decent. So if you know the Aladdin and things like that aren't your thing right now, well, that's playing right now. So you can go check out Brightburn. It's pretty good, I thought. But I've seen better, and I think it could have been better. Now, this is the movie that I've waited on to see for over 30 years. And I finally got to see it, and it finally came back in print. Missed the Anchor Bay DVD when it was out. Morgan Fairchild, The Seduction. Now, this may play like a little more graphic Lifetime movie, or as my nephew would say, Hallmark movie now. But it's basically about this female reporter played by Morgan Fairchild, and she has this she has a husband, and they live in a house, and they have a nice life, and then this guy starts stalking her, and it's obvious that he's dangerous. He's not just a casual fan. He's actually a very dangerous man, played by Andrew Stevens. The performances were really good, and I thought the movie was well paced. Never really got boring to me, so I enjoyed it very thoroughly. Maybe it might have been a little predictable. There weren't any huge twists in this one either, but this one just really kind of sucked me in a lot better than that Brightburn movie that I saw at the theater. But I'd give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. So it is available again now. It's from Scream Factory, Shout Factory. So pick it up if you're interested at all. I'd say it's well worth your money. If you're going to spend your money on a movie, that's as good as anything that's come out recently, as far as I'm concerned, that I've seen. Here's another one that I got from Code Red a while back. Finally got around to watching it, The Strangeness. It was a strange movie. Good atmosphere. I liked the setting. I thought that the creature effects were appropriately cheesy. They were silly. They were that old kind of clay animation type thing that you saw in the, the 1950s sci-fi / horror adventure pictures or whatever. And I think we could have seen a little more of that monster, personally. It would have made it more interesting. A lot of people talking around worried about how they were going to get out of this mine. These kids are trapped in a mine, and this creature kind of starts picking them off one by one. But, the acting really wasn't bad, I didn't think. I just thought there just wasn't enough happening in this movie. They maybe could have shortened it a little bit. But it was kind of average for me, honestly. So I would give it maybe, I don't know, a 5. Straight up the middle. I didn't hate it, and I didn't love it. I kind of liked it. So, if you like good B-grade, stuff with clay animation, which I do, I just thought it could have been handled better, like Carnosaur was better, for instance, because it had some of that animation in it too. Chillerama, nice little anthology movie. This movie was really knows no bounds of good taste at all whatsoever. If you're easily offended, by all means, skip this movie. If you have a very broad sense of humor and can laugh at most things, I would say this might be right up your alley. Even some of it was a little bit too much over the top for me. It's like, you know, you can be entertaining, you don't have to get quite that crazy. So this definitely gets the award for craziest horror anthology I've ever seen. It's got as much humor as it does horror. Definitely has gore. Everything from a gigantic sperm attacking a city to kind of a comical look at the Holocaust, complete with somebody playing Hitler. Like I said, this movie knows no bounds of good taste. There's a whole thing about a boy in denial of his homosexuality, and it's kind of got, you know, a musical. It's almost like they're doing like a Grease version of a boy trying to, you know, refuse that he's a homosexual, and everybody else trying to tell him, no, it's okay, come out of the closet or whatever. So if you like controversial material and you like it, you know, straight head, like a shot right between the eyes, I would say Chillerama. It should be something you'd want to check out. For me personally, it was a 7 out of 10, but you know, it had some great stars in it that I enjoy. I really like. Let's see, who was it? Lynn Shay is in this, and then I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name. Who was the actor? He played. He was in Office Space. I can't remember his name, but anyway. IMDb will have it, so if you wanted to hear my opinion, there it is. About a 7 out of 10 for me. It was maybe a little crazier than it had to be entertaining, but it was definitely good. It definitely didn't hold anything back. It went for it, and I kind of respected that about it, that it really didn't censor itself. It just said, here it is. Let you deal with it. So I kind of like that, and you know, unabashed horror and freedom of speech and everything, and I thought it really took advantage of many of the things that I hold dear on a base level. I finally got around to watching this. This was a pawn shop pickup that I had mentioned before. Finally got to watch it. It says it's inspired by true events. Who you fear is already inside. Hangman. Now, this movie, I can tell if this was a British production or an American production because some of the people had a British accent and some of them sounded very American. But this is a creepy movie. I mean, if it's going for, you know, if you're wanting a sense of dread and something that could be semi, you know, pretty realistic, you know, this guy, you know, gets their, these people leave on vacation, they go break into the car, put in the GPS to go home, they go to their house, break in the house, mess up everything, makes it look like a robber who didn't actually rob them of anything. Guy breaks in their house, and while they're on vacation, he's setting up cameras in all the rooms and stuff so he can watch them. And then when they get home, well, he's living up in the attic with these cameras, and he slides down and kind of keeps track of where everybody is in the house, and sneak down the fridge and, you know, mess with their food and stuff. It gets kind of gross in places. This guy's one sadistic, nasty guy. There's no motive or anything. There's nothing there that is explained that motivates this guy, which really makes him even that more evil. The movie was dreadful. It was kind of slow. You kind of kept waiting for something to happen, but so I don't know. It could have been shorter or maybe had a little more action. But it definitely left you with a sense of dread and kind of a cautionary tale about be very careful about your security and things such as that. So again, this movie, you know, for what it set out to do, it probably did it pretty well. I'd say probably at least a 6 or a 7. For my personal entertainment value of it, for me it's about 3.5 or a 4. Maybe this just wasn't for me. It was just a little too mean-spirited. Maybe I'm getting more sensitive in my old age. I don't know. But I'm not that old, but you know. But anyway, Hangman, you know, if you like found footage type movies and you like them extra creepy and realistic, like, wow, that could actually happen, whereas Paranormal Activity might be a little more far-fetched, this one's more believable. So just want to give you some quick random reviews since you've basically seen my collection and I didn't buy a whole bunch of stuff here lately. So that's really all I have to show you for now. So again, appreciate you watching. If you feel inclined, please subscribe. I like having subscribers know that somebody's watching me, and that's one of the things, that indicators that tells me that I have people who loyally look forward to my videos coming out, and it kind of keeps me motivated to do them. Also, thank you for watching, and then check out my son's video game channel, especially if you're a younger viewer. I think you will get some enjoyment out of it, and maybe a laugh or two. He's very funny to listen to us anyway, because we're his parents, so we're going to be kind of partial. So anyway, y'all have a good night. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time on the next Hunger for Horror video. Y'all have a good night. Bye.